Try a non-numerical question solving a triangle question, and this one's a little bit tricky, but there's no numbers here. There's a side that's called k. You've got all these sides you don't know, and you've got theta and beta. There's theta, there's beta. And you're supposed to prove that this AB equals k times the cosine of theta over 2 divided by sine beta. Well, that seems so really hard, except you just got to start over here. We're working with theta somehow. And they told us that AD equals DC. It means these two angles must be exactly the same. Well, but the angles in a triangle mean that they must add up to 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta divided by 2, that must equal the angle DAC, and that's a good angle to figure out. We know that angle DAC is 180 minus theta divided by 2 because there's 2 exactly the same here. Opposite sides are equal here. Angles opposite equal sides make that true. And it's angles in a triangle that makes the 180 minus theta to be true for the sum of these two angles. Now, angle ADB, this angle here has got to be 180 minus theta because of angles in a straight line, angle ADB. Okay, now that we know those angles, we can start playing with, first in this triangle, in triangle ADC, we know that, and we look at this thing here, we're trying to get AD is the link. AD is the link. And AD goes with this angle here, which we just figured out was 90 degrees minus theta over 2. So that's what they did. They're using the law of sines. AD goes with this funny angle, 90 minus theta over 2, and K goes with theta. That's it. So it must be true that AD equals K times sine 90 minus theta, but the sine of 90 minus an angle is the cosine of the angle. Oh, look at that. We got what we were supposed to get. The sine of 90 minus an angle is the cosine of an angle divided by sine. So now we've got a way of looking at AD. Now, AD is our link to the next triangle. And all we do, we've got AB goes with this angle here, which is 180 minus theta, and our link AD goes with beta. So we just put together this law of sines. Now this one sine of 180 minus theta, that's really the sine of theta. So we've got AD times the sine of theta over sine B. Well, we're almost there. How can we get to our answer? Well, we just substitute what we know AD is. We rub out AD and we put what we've got in here, K cosine theta over 2 over sine. The sines cancel, and I'm left with my answer. Well, that was a little bit tricky. So we use the sine rule the second time, and then we take what we know AD is, right here, K cos theta over 2 divided by sine theta, and we substitute it in right there for AD. Put it in there. And there's your answer. The whole thing's done. That was a little hard one. We're going to try some different ones that aren't so hard in other slides.